Hello, Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Welcome to your reading. I'm going to take a look at what you're not seeing right now, the energy around you first, and then I look at the person, the energy that you're focused on. And then today, Aries through Pisces portion will be no contact, and I'll get a hidden message and see whether you'll receive contact this week. So you have the death card showing up at the bottom of the deck, and this card has been showing up so much the last week or so. And it's a huge moment, huge transformation right now. It's like it's psychological to me, but it's something is ending, outgrowing something, something, you can't unsee something, it's time to move on from something. And so this kind of energy being this week, I mean, it makes sense to me. And it's like things that have been really weighing on you, there's a natural sense here of things just kind of dying away, falling away, like you're outgrowing the situation, right? And that does not mean that your situation is ending, right? So you got to understand this is just, this can be psychological. Finally something is changing in a relationship. We're growing from something, we're moving on from something, right? And it's like it's a beautiful energy because it means a relationship could be evolving now or has a chance to grow, right? And of course, for some of you, it could be you outgrow a situation, and you are ready to move on, but there's a huge awareness here. You have Scorpio energy, and I have the Six of Pentacles underneath that. So to me, this feels like a sense of peace coming in for you with the Six of Pentacles, life coming back into balance. Maybe something that was really weighing on you, holding you back, and you just thought it would never end. It looks like that is coming in for you. So let's look at you. Your biggest challenge right now, I see the Ten of Pentacles. All right, maybe looking for support, wondering who's part of your family, wondering who you can trust, who you can rely on. This is a good time to find those kind of people. You'll know. And the Death card in the Ten of Pentacles too can be a family heritage, something that has come to fruition, something that has ended. There could be a passing of some sort. This could be a celebration, an anniversary. These kind of energies here. Right, but it's time to celebrate, though, is what I'm getting. Now, your biggest challenge is the Queen of Swords. There could be a person in your life, Queen of Swords, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, very strong Libra energy, that is bringing some sort of peace to your situation right now. All right, maybe this is a family member for some of you. Love readings can be anybody that we love, but there seems to be somebody's bringing you some information, or somebody's trying to come through to bring some sort of harmony or peace to you this week, right? And it looks like a feminine energy. So listening to the people that really support you right now. I can see so much more. It's very spiritual reading, and I'm trying to not go down that path. So let's see the way you focus, what you're viewing the situation that you're in. I see the Three of Swords. So I can see that there could be a separation that you're dealing with. You're dealing with a heartbreak right now. This to me feels like you could be getting some sort of reconciliation or apology from somebody in your life. Now, it could be a family member. It could be the person that you're connected to as well. All right. And maybe communication has been cut, or maybe you feel like something has happened and you just don't feel justification yet, right? Why did something happen? How come I feel this way? I'm not happy with being away from somebody. And so let's take a look at your person's energy and see how they're dealing with the current situation as well. Your person, Seven of Pentacles, you've got them thinking, you've got them reviewing whatever situation has gone down here. So I can see there's a break in the road here. There's a slight roadblock, right? And maybe that's why you're feeling like confused about a situation. Why do I feel like, I don't feel like I did anything wrong? Remember that Six of Pentacles can be like, I feel like I've been doing everything I was supposed to do. I was given what I thought. I was trying to, mediate the situation. I was trying to figure out, I just don't understand how something got to the way it is. Why am I feeling this much pain? And why am I feeling like somebody's separating from me, right? And I see the Seven of Pentacles. It's like somebody hasn't gone too far, all right? But you have somebody here that really feels like they can't keep going down the same path they were going down. So this is a moment of judgment too, as well. You know, if I want to continue moving forward, I have to know exactly where I'm going and where things are headed. So you have somebody sort of regrouping, recalibrating, and looking over how far you guys have come or how far they've come in their own life, and just trying to figure out what their next path is. What's their biggest challenge with you? The Sun card. That's a very strong one. So let's see how they view you and what's shifting with them. How they view you, the Five of Wands. All right. And what's shifting with them this week, the Chariot card. All right. So you're having a hard time. I'm getting pick your battles right now. You may be trying to battle something out or fix something too soon. Your person here, it looks like they know you're right about something. They know they've made you unhappy. They've left you with no clarity. They pulled their energy back, and you know, their challenge is the Sun card. I've got to be honest. I want to be honest with you. I know I wasn't being honest with you. I know I've let you down. I wasn't being truthful, right? And so you have somebody who knows, they're viewing you, the Five of Wands. They've really created some dilemma here. They've caused, you know, a friction with you. They've made you mad, maybe angry, right? And right here, like I say, it doesn't look like this person's going too far. Looks like you got them really thinking, because guess what? They're missing their sunshine. They're missing what happened. When somebody hurts you or somebody has let you down, right? You go from, you know, very happy, very funny person, very witty person, which you are, Virgo, you know, bringing light to this person's life. And then all of a sudden you shut down. And when that light is shut down, you've got your person really thinking, maybe I did something, you know, that is unrepairable. Now they can see this anger, this frustration from you, but right now, you know, the challenge is you got to let your person really, this came out for Leo too. You really got to let your person sit with how to face this challenge. It's not like they don't want to be held accountable. They don't really, you know, or they don't think that they're wrong in any way, but they need time to reevaluate. It seems like they got themselves stuck in something, or said something or did something, wasn't honest with you, and they've created a fight that they don't know how to fix. But this isn't your battle to fix. So going back to where you're at, it might be hard to deal with this separation or this disappointment with your person, but you are being asked to maybe hold back a little bit with this Queen of Swords, because the Queen of Swords, as your challenge right now, you definitely could call somebody out, and you know you can. You could really get right to the point, not, you know, cut through bullshit and just lay it thick, right, and say this is it. But if you need justification and you're you know, fighting for it, right, you're maybe pushing somebody back into a corner, and they need to be in that corner for a minute, but you may need to pull your energy. It might not be your time to try and fix it just yet. They have to be the ones that need to come back in. Now, it looks like Spirit is really working on them, because you got the Sun and you've got the Chariot card. So many things kind of representing Easter coming up and the season that we're going into. It's just really wild in the readings today. So what we're seeing here is that, look, God's got them. Divine's got them. All right. You're not being unseen, unheard, but vengeance or needing justification right now, or needing somebody to pay for whatever they have said or done, is you got to let Divine do their thing, right? That's not your job to fix. You can't force somebody to have a revelation, right? And it looks like they're being worked on right now. Something's really hitting them hard and really sitting with them. And it's like Divine is going to lead them back. And it looks like when they come back, the light is on and a return here. This can be, you know, a very awesome return. It's like somebody's like, I get it now. I see it. Let's go. Let's move forward. Let's move on past this. And, you know, it's a very beautiful energy. But right now it's not so beautiful for you. It feels like you're the one sitting with the emotions. You're the one sitting with, I'm the one that has to deal with the consequences here. I'm the one that is standing in my truth. I know I didn't do anything wrong, or I know I didn't see this wrong, right? But you can't let somebody else's reactions or the way somebody else sees something, take you out of alignment, because the Queen of Swords as a challenge can be somebody who says things that she regrets. It can be very cold, can be very heartless at times, and just, call some shit out. And then there's a point of no return. return with this energy. So right now I feel like your person's going through some process here, but you're going to see a very beautiful revelation and a return here, right, this week. So with that being said, let's take a look at Aries through Pisces. If you are going through no contact with somebody, I will pull from this huge deck right now and see what hidden message I get, what truth I get. I see Leo and Cancer. So Leo and Cancer and Libra, right? So Libra does tell me that somebody really is trying to do what's right, really wants to balance this out, right? And the sun is clarity and truth and growth. And the chariot to me is just spirit really driving the car right now. And you've got to trust that spirit's working on your person, all right? So let's see Aries through Pisces. No contact can be tricky. But let's see the possibility of what they have to say and contacting you this week. I just got I love you. I haven't seen that card in forever. All right, so let's see. Maybe something in Leo's reading was for you too as well. Aries. So Aries feels the sexual tension. All right. So I'm gonna switch this up a little bit. Right. It's not always about the word. It's about the fire. It's about the fire. All right. So there's a lot of tension between you and an Aries, right? You both, it could be a very intense connection, which means sometimes when the fire gets too much, you got to pull back. We say things when we're heated, right? We say things when we're emotionally driven, right? Things go too far. All right. So that's the 5 of Wands too. So right now, sometimes you got to pick the moments and pick your battles. So with an Aries, right, they're feeling the pressure to reach out. So I'm going to give a yes for an Aries. Taurus, I lied to you, all right? So I lied to you can be a big one, all right? This doesn't have to be this very strong lie, all right? Maybe they said they were okay about something. Maybe they said they wanted something and then they just weren't 100% sure. And then they went with it and then they pulled away and then it left you confused, all right? So there was not full transparency here with a Taurus, but you may obviously get a return or an apology here from a Taurus. Gemini, I love you. There it is again. So we have a Gemini here who really knows that they're at fault here, but you've got to let them do their thing and you still have to maintain, your position. A Queen of Swords is not going to let somebody else take them out of alignment. They're going to be, they're going to step up above this right now and realize that, this could be something else, somebody else's problem. They've got to work through it themselves. All right, so a Gemini here, you may hear from them again, and it could be a deep apology with that one. Cancer, I feel like I ruined everything. So a Cancer is still kind of sitting in the 5 of Cups energy. I got to give a maybe with that. It may weigh on them enough, right? It may weigh on them so much that they want to reach out. But if they don't yet, they're still going through a process. And so, maybe give it a little bit more time. Leo, I never used to look at you in that way. All right. Maybe I didn't realize, how you felt or how you interpreted something. Right. But now I'm seeing you differently. So this can mean a lot of things. This could be, I never looked at you as a partner. I never thought that we would be a relationship. I always thought we were friends, but now things were moving. Maybe I'm second guessing things. Okay. So this could be a 2 of Swords energy. And it feels like right now it's uncomfortable for you. You may be thinking the worst, but you got to let your Leo here work through whatever this is, right? And it looks like you'll hear from them eventually. Virgo, you have, I know more than you think, right? So Virgo energy could be really, really pondering on. Maybe you think they don't get it. Maybe you feel like you have to justify yourself with a Virgo. Maybe you feel like you need to, tell them something, or maybe they don't understand how you really feel. This tells me that they do. Another Virgo gets it. They just don't know what to do. All right. So you're being asked. That's like a Hermit card. Also, it's like a 7 of Cups to me too. It's like, give me more time to think about things, and so right now, maybe not hearing from them yet, but it's in time. It's a timing thing with Virgo. Libra, I see life differently now. So I am seeing a Libra here awakening to what's really going on. So there could be an epiphany with a Libra, all right? You may have conversation with them. Maybe they couldn't see what they were doing in the past or how it really affected you. But it looks like I said, an epiphany. Scorpio, I pretend that I don't care. All right. So obviously that speaks volumes here. Maybe right now it's really bothering me too much and I don't know how to tell you. All right. And that's really hard for another person. Right. It's like, I don't know what else to do. So I got to pretend like I don't care, because otherwise, I'll keep you hanging, or I'll keep you hoping, or I just feel pressure and I'll prematurely say something that I don't want to say. All right. So right now it looks like I need more time with a Scorpio. Sagittarius, I know we have a soul connection. All right. So you have to trust in the process with a Sagittarius. All right. They feel something deeply with you. There's unfinished business. It may take a little bit more. Some things just take time. Capricorn, I fantasize about you. All right. So I got you on my mind. All right. I see all the possibilities right now. That's the Seven of Pentacles too. But what do I want to do with this? Is this just a fantasy? Is this something that can be long-term? I don't know just yet. Right. So you want the truth from them. You don't want to build something off of fantasy. A little bit more time, it looks like, with the Capricorn. Aquarius, I wish you would come back. All right. So that can speak in so many different ways too. I want this. I wish we could go back. I wish you would come back. I wish I could fix things. Maybe some things are unrepairable. And, maybe they do want you to come back. Maybe some of you have tried to. Just because somebody wants you to come back doesn't mean that, they're ready for it. All right. You have to remember that. So this to me could be right now, it's just too much. It's too soon to tell. Right? Somebody's really trying to work through what they really want and be certain about it. All right. So Pisces, there is a third party. So maybe for Pisces, there's something else getting in the way, whether it's a situation, a relationship, whether it's work, whether it's other people just squawking, getting in the head, telling them what to do. And, it could be a bunch of different things, but you can see that there's external circumstances here that are stopping this from moving forward. So it could be a timing thing or a relationship thing. So if you're still with me, I'm going to give you a yes or no bonus question. So think about your question. And I'll also give you an additional message. All right. I have a yes. I have Scorpio energy. I have the moon, and I have the Knight of Cups. All right. So it feels like somebody's heart's they're gonna follow their heart, right? It's gonna lead them back, right? But it's not gonna happen when you want it to, and that's the hard reality of it, right? Scorpio moon here too. Believe me, somebody you're connecting to, Scorpio moon, they're feeling it. They're feeling it deeply, all right? But sometimes, it's like with a Scorpio moon, sometimes they have to sit in there wallowing and sit in their shit before they finally have that huge transformation. All right. We can't control another's process. I love you guys, and I hope you have the best week. And I hope you have an amazing afternoon too as well. And yes, I'll be doing Libra and Scorpio tomorrow. Take care, guys. Thank you for hanging out, guys.